Hello and welcome, my name is Thomas and today I'm tinkering on this updated 2021 Mercedes-Benz E-450 and going over everything that's new with it. Let's get to it. To start, we have the facelift. At first glance, it's the most obvious change with the updated E-Class. However, not the most drastic change. We'll get to that in a second. Mercedes has given it revised AMG-inspired styling. When compared to last year's model, you'll notice that there are several areas that have been impacted. This includes a new front bumper, front grille, and an updated headlight design. Mercedes has also added a new hood. This is what they have called power domes, these two bumps in the center. And when compared to last year's model, this is much more exciting. And that brings me on to what is the most drastic change with the updated E450. That being the new engine. It's a 3-liter turbocharged inline-6 that will be replacing the previous version, which was a twin turbocharged V6. This new motor makes an identical 362 horsepower and 369 pound-foot of torque that the previous motor made, but the difference here is that this is vastly better on fuel, and also this has been married to a 48-volt electric motor generator that helps during times of low power, like while the turbos spool up. It adds an extra 21 electrically sourced horsepower and 184 pound-foot of torque. So in layman's terms, what does that mean for you? Well, that means less lag, a quicker ride, smoother, more linear power, and added electric thrust, all while being better for the environment and kinder to your pocket when you're fueling up. However, we're still not done with the changes just yet. As this is a mid-cycle update and not a full redesign, some things are for the most part unchanged, like the side view of the E-Class, but in the back there have been a couple things changed. First and foremost, a new rear bumper, and secondly, a new split taillight design. Here's what it looked like last year next to what it looks like this year. And lastly, for the changes, the place you'll be spending most of your time with your E-Class, the interior has a few tweaks, and the changes all revolve around making the updated MBUX entertainment system even more user-friendly. The old steering wheel has been swapped out for a new one that will assist in maneuvering through the updated entertainment system if you don't want to reach over and use the new touchscreen. There is also, for a very similar function, a new touchpad in the middle, which replaces the old dial. Overall, with these changes, Mercedes has done everything in their power to give you as many new, easy to use and comfortable options for any given situation, and it really helps to create this high-end environment that makes an E-Class an E-Class. Now, that's it for the changes that the 2021 E450 come with, but I should mention something important. There are 4 normal cars that Mercedes sell. There is the cheapest one, the A-Class, which I've done a full review on. You can check that out if you want to. There is then the C-Class in second place, the E-Class in third, and lastly, their flagship, the S-Class. There are a number of different versions of each, and the E-Class is no exception. It can be configured as a convertible, as a coupe, or like this, as a sedan, and of course, each come along with their own AMG variants. Of the E-Class, the 350 is the base model. It starts at $65,000 Canadian, and there is a plug-in hybrid version called the 350e, but we don't get that here in Canada. Instead, the next level up is the 450. In 2021, the new 350 comes with a turbocharged 4-cylinder that produces 255 horsepower. And for $10,000 more, if you get the 450, what surprises me is you're getting better fuel economy than the 350, even though this is the bigger engine with more power and is generally a lot more fun. And both utilize Mercedes 9-speed transmission and end up feeding the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. So if you're worried about your environmental impact, then going with the more expensive and bigger engine is the way to go. And I've just never heard of that happening before. It's very surprising, but at the end of the day, no matter which one you go with, you're going to get as much bang for your buck as possible, since I am personally of the belief that Mercedes makes some of the best engines in the entire world. It's really just up to you which one to go for. And if you really want to spend $10,000 more to get the 450 with the straight 6, as the base price of this is $70,000 $75,000 Canadian. To wrap up, a few thoughts. First of all, Mercedes, please stop doing fake exhaust tips. It looks terrible once you know it's there. Secondly, Mercedes pretty much owns the grayscale. It's like getting a Ferrari in red. If you get a Mercedes in white, gray, or black, that's just the staple of this brand at this point. I must add though that the white interior looks really good on the E-Class. Number 3, the performance is fantastic. It's absolutely phenomenal. You can lay down rubber in this. The new straight 6 is awesome, but I do have one complaint, and that is the stopping distance. And I get it, this thing weighs as much as a new F-150 pickup truck, but it could be better. Number 4, you're getting some amazing features on the E-Class, from your bird's eye camera system to the extremely advanced massage seats with the controls on the door so you don't reach down and scratch your watch if you're trying to reach them on the side of your seat. But we get a couple features that some other countries don't get, and that is the heads-up display as well as double glazed windows to help with soundproofing your E-Class. If you're looking to get an E-450 in my home country of England, you won't be able to get those two features. And lastly, number 5, who should buy the E-Class, specifically the E-450? I think it's perfect for anyone looking for a mid-range German-engineered sedan that will make your life as easy and as comfortable as possible. It's overflowing with modern tech, safety systems, and all the rest, and will make a great home away from home during any drive. It also beats out its competition like the BMW 5 Series and Audi A6 in areas like cargo capacity, where this is best in class at 540 liters, 10 liters more than the second place holder. And that is, of course, if you have $80,000 to $90,000 Canadian to spend on a new sedan. And I will also say, Mercedes, awesome job. 2 thumbs up from me. I think that everything you've done is for the better. However, I will miss the old taillight design. So then, to recap, the refreshed E-Class now wears a new AMG-inspired face, received an updated back end, a slightly modified cabin with the new steering wheels and touchscreen, and lastly, a new engine designed to save fuel that can still turn tires into smoke with a 0 to 60 mph time under 5 seconds. I was also happy to see that during my test that they have also fixed the voice-activated assistance feature issue that I noticed in last year's A-Class, where it would activate every time you said Mercedes instead of the full command, "Hey Mercedes." And the system that it uses is absolutely fantastic, but I have one gripe with it, and that is that I cannot say the brand name of this vehicle inside, because every single time I do, it activates the voice assistant. Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Mercedes. Hey Mercedes.
How can I help?
Oh. They fixed it. Now, I wouldn't call this mid-sized sedan sporty, but in a good way. No matter what mode you're in, every moment feels buttery smooth and with comfort as the main focus. Even in its most aggressive setting, it's simply luxuriousness with a fire under its ass. Lastly, this isn't the $75,000 base model. With $20,000 worth of upgrades after taxes, the E450 you're looking at will run you into the 6-figure price tag. While that is way out of my price range, and I couldn't pay that much for a car like this, Mercedes gives you a multitude of reasons to justify the cost. And while I could make a video an hour long talking about all the intricacies and safety systems and the wicked tech that makes this car so cool, I have to cut it a bit short from my usual videos because I only have it for the one day, and I've already spent half of that day filming the epic B-roll that goes over a very boring me just blabbing about it, and actually hopefully makes this video entertaining. You can let me know in the comments what you think. So of course, a massive thank you to Lone Star Mercedes, the dealership that lent me their only E450 demo for the day to shoot and film with. You can follow me at Tinkering Thomas. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video, a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be shaving my head at 100,000 subscribers and donating the hair. And of course, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.